Hi everyone, it's Carrie's Little Piggies here, and now you've seen our room tour and you got a pretty good idea of how our organization video is going to be today, but I thought I'd do a separate video just to be a little bit more detailed. So we begin our organization tour with what is probably most familiar if you've seen our 2015 and 2014 organization videos. This we've had for several years now. It is a storage container drawer system. You get the individual drawers from Walmart. They're just plastic drawer bins. And you can configure them any way you want because they're all these different sizes. So let's go in detail on each drawer. But right on top of the system, I've got some things that I store there. The PLCC cakes there, and then this little Twilight Chinchillas dessert stand holder that you will see in our sweets cage tour. And then coming down the first drawer here, which is the very top, is the cage supplies drawer. Let me grab it down and we can see what's inside. So here's what's inside that drawer. And I've got some Velcro in case I need Velcro. I've also got these little Velcro pieces that go to one of their cozies. I've got lots and lots of bottle holders in case I need extra water bottle holders. This is just some supplies from their travel cages that we have. This is white duct tape that I use to piece together all the Coroplast pieces for their cage that they have now. I've got some, I think these are outlet covers, so that I can cover all the outlets in the house once I piggy-proof the upstairs. And I always have extra water bottles on hand in case they break. Or the smaller one here is for their travel cage. So you've got a couple there, and this is tons and tons of little connectors for the CNC grids. And I've got cable ties. And right under the cage supplies drawer are a couple of drawers. The first one is for hats and bows, and the second one is for stickers. So I'll take that out really quickly so you can see. So first we've got the hats and bows drawer. That's what you'll find in this drawer. Lots and lots of different bows and things for when I take pictures or special event. And then the drawer right beside it is the stickers drawer, and as you can see, they're primarily wall decals and little gel clings that I haven't used before. And then right below that are the miscellaneous and the filters drawer. And I'll take those out really quickly to show you. And here in the filters drawer, you will find the Brita filters that I use because I filter their water all the time. And then I've got these little masks here. I am very allergic to their hay, and especially dusty hay. Oh my gosh, it sends my allergies crazy off the hook. So I use these little masks for those times that I actually have to refill their hay. My daughter primarily does it for me, thank goodness for her. And then the miscellaneous drawer is exactly what it is, just bits and bobs. I've got raffia here, I've got some cookie cutters for doing their footprints, I've got the clay for that. And then below those two drawers are the sweets and containers drawer. So the containers drawer is just all these little containers that I use to store their treats and various other things. But I'm sure you'd want to see this drawer. I try to organize it best I can. Seems I have a ton of sweet stuff. So I just put in some bags these various little small pieces. And in this one I've got chocolate chews. And then this bag here has various little mini things as well that I got. And then I tried to organize it as best I could in here. So we've got tons of lollipops and cake pops from Playtime Little Critter Creations and Petco. We have lots of ice cream chews from Playtime Little Critter Creations and Twilight Chinchillas. A lot of these you're going to see in our sweets cage tour when we redo them. little donuts, cute little cake, and we've got these chews that they've had forever from Hop Nibble Squeak, Twilight Chinchilla's ice cream cone chew. And the next drawer down are for the various bowls that we have. We've got lots of different bowls for the different themes. I may do a video on just the bowls that we have, but oh, I love this one, this little fish one. So that's where I keep all the extra bowls. And then below that is our medical and grooming drawer. And I'm not going to go into too much detail on everything that I have, because everything that I have in here has been shown on our medical and grooming supplies video series. And right below that is the Piggy's favorite drawer ever. This is the treats drawer. I will do a treats video. I have been meaning to update it because our drawer is not as much as it used to. Our old video is very, very outdated. But here are the treats. See, these are those containers, and I've got them labeled. They're pretty much all natural treats that I've got in here. These are the Bun Space treats, and I've also got these Living World treats that we got from our friend Stephanie, and I also have some wheatgrass treats, and then just some things that are their favorite chews. I put them in the treats drawer. And then I only have a few left. I've got to make a big time order for the urinary tabs. I put them in treats because I give them to the piggies as treats. And there's also a digestive one that I like to give. I'm also thinking of getting the vitamin C one and trying them on those. Now the last three drawers here are all various pads. So I will just quickly open them and go over them. They are very packed as well, but this is the drip pads and circle pads. These are all the pads for like cuddle cups. And these are miscellaneous because these are shaped all weird. They're just matching to their cozy primarily. The triangle shaped pads for the corner casita, those are all here. And this final drawer here is exactly what it says. The Piggies love this IKEA doll bed, so I have to put some pads on him. And it's pretty packed as well, but that's just what these are. They're just these huge pads. One goes under the bed, usually, and one goes on top of the bed. And then right here is a table that holds our pellet container. So it's an airtight container, and there are their pellets. And as part of our organization, we have this wonderful IKEA cart. It keeps a lot of things on hand that we use quite often. First, at the bottom, I've got labels to show you exactly what they are. This is just a dollar store bucket that I bought so that I can put the water bottles inside here and carry them from here to my bedroom and back to refill them or clean them. Another dollar store bucket container that I have is for the cleaning supplies. And let me show you quickly. I've got paper towels, dustpan. This is the brush we use to clean off the cage. This brush is incredible. It's a brush to take off all the fur and hay. And this is our cleaning solution, which is just vinegar and water. And then on the shelf right above the bucket, we've got the weighing scale. This is the scale that we use to weigh the piggies. And then this is a pet warmer pad. So then up here, these are things that I like to have easy access to as well. And over here, I've just got things that I use for the dry erase board, which is this right here. Right here, I always need some of these to hang up their chews, to attach their cozies. So I love having it handy right here. And then just over here, I've got the remote controls. I have the remote control. This one's for the heater, and the remote control for the fan in case I want to change the settings. This is just a drawer that is in the side of the cart, and I will open it and show you what's inside now. So I've got all these washi tapes here, and I just put them in like a little pen to hold them all together. This is a sticky note pad. Then this book I use quite often, every week in fact. This is our Piggy weights. I just kind of printed this on the computer. It has all their names, their weights. This is a column showing me if they've gained or lost, and the different dates. So I've got that. I've got a little bookmark here too to show me where my place is. And then I have a little grooming info book. This one also keeps track of some things, and I just started it, so it's not full at all, but I keep track of when they cut their nails last. I also keep track of when they took baths and what kind of shampoo I used, if it was for lice prevention, or this one was Kapua with his yucky boar glue. And then I also have, if I've ever given them mite prevention, like the last time in August, I gave the entire herd some Revolution just as a preventative measure. But I wanted to kind of keep track of those things just so that if ever I need to kind of see how long it's been or how often it should happen. I've also got a Guinea Pig Weekly notepad, just because. And here I have all my Guinea Pig Weekly stickers. I've got tons and tons of stickers inside here. I keep them in this little thing. I've also got, so this is how I put the labels on in case I need to put them. I have some extra labels I can just cut. And then on this side I've just got some pens. I love these pens. These are pens I got from Disneyland, the princesses. Oh, this one was a gift. This is a cute little owl one. And oh, I love this one. This is Minnie Mouse. She goes into cupcake form when you snap the little pen open. And I also have scissors in case I ever need it to cut any of these things. And then this little box, it just has some little cute things in here. And I've got this cute little Guinea Pig Weekly badge. I've got a cupcake bookmark, and I've got the Guinea Pig phone charm holder, which I will use when I get my new phone. And oh, and look at this cute little guinea pig ring. And this box here holds all their hay. And there it is. It just opens very easily. And now for the biggest part of the organization. It's what's behind this curtain, and if you saw our room door, you know this is the Piggy closet. And it has tons and tons of stuff in there we'll get into. And this is what it looks like from out here. So let's start on this side. This primarily holds all their different cozies that are not fleece. So down here, I turned it to the side so you can see, but these are the Twilight Chinchilla's houses. Oh, and this shelf system, I just got this from our local Home Depot. It was really, really cheap. It's just plastic. I just wanted something to organize the Heidi's rather than just put them all just down on the ground. And down here, we've got all the PVC Heidi's. Up here is their IKEA doll bed, and then also this little wooden Heidi that we've had for the longest time. And these two Heidi's are Twilight Chinchillas, which we absolutely love. And then up here, I just put lots of stuff. This is the top part of the Mermaid Castle. This one back down here. This is a Heidi house that our friend Jen painted for us. And this is another favorite of the Piggies. I just have it assembled and ready to go as well. This is a little Coroplast couch that we got from Guinea Pig Market. So then over here I've got some ready grass in here. This just contains lots of various sticks. As you can see, they're just chew sticks for the piggies. I put some of this all the time in their cage. And then up here are a couple of the willow tunnels that they love. And then here on this side we've got some oxbow treat hay, just little bags of the botanical hay. We've got some organic meadow hay, and we've got some oat hay in the back. So over here in the corner, this is where their stuffed animals go. I know, they've got a lot of plushies and loveys. I got these two hanging organizing things from IKEA. These are their lovey blankets, which they absolutely love. So that goes in the first two pockets here. And then down there, these three down here are all their pillows that they have for like their beds or cozies. And then over here on this side, we've got all their microfiber little plushies and loveys that they have. That's in this one. And then everything else down here is all the different stuffed animals that I have for all the different themes. And then right beside it, you've got all these boxes here. I got all these containers from IKEA again. So this is just labeled toys because these are the various toys that I put in their cage. Every cage clean, I do different ones. I've got tons of them because I really want them to have a lot of variety and not be bored. But I tried to kind of do some kind of organization in bags. As you can see, all of the rings are here. All of the paper straws are in this one. Then I just have various ones here, but I've got, like, these are all the kebab chews. I've got willow stars. These are just regular chews. They're just single chews that you can't put on a kebab. Here's all the various carrot chews I have in different textures. All these little dummies that we have. We've got these little cardboard 3D chews from Petco. And just tons of chews that we've gotten through the years. So this is not something that we've gotten just all overnight. From all the different places, all the different stores, even our trades. And here's some loofah. Just tons of various toys. The next box I just call themed, but what it really is are themed hanging chews. And as you can see, there are all these different themes. This is the panda hanging chews that we got from Twilight Chinchillas. Here is, oops, this is a sneak peek, but this is a sweets hanging chew. This was from our summer. This is, again, from our summer. These were from Hop Nibble Squeak. This is from our, oh my god, I can't believe it's not pink. Let's see. Oh, this is from our Disney princesses. This is Sebastian, Under the Sea. So all the different themes. When I do a cage clean, I do like to look in this box, and I do like to hang up the chews that match just to add to the theme. So I put them all in this box so that I have it on hand. Okay, the next box is the interactive toys box. And in here, I did a whole video on this. I got this from Bunny Approved, but I cannot wait to do a video on seeing what the biggies think of this. But this box is filled with tons of challenging toys for them. They're great boredom breakers. And I will be doing more videos on interactive toys because I think those are super, super important. These are miscellaneous hanging chews. And the other one I had were all themed, but this is just everyday chews that I can use. They're pretty much all natural. These, I definitely need to hang some up in the cage. And the last two boxes I've got just named as forages because I've got tons of different forages in here. I give the piggies forage treats about once a week, and I usually try to give them something different or a combination of something, and I am just obsessed with forages. I will definitely do a video on forages later. So I keep them in these bags just to kind of keep them all together. Sometimes I've got the packaging in it, sometimes I don't. And I just use my label and label them. And this is actually where I cut the label out that shows what they are and what ingredients they have so that I can have a reference back if I want to know what exactly is in this forage here. I have a good point of reference. See, I've got all kinds that I got from the US and the UK and all these different sites. They're all here. And then I want to go on the top and just show you what's up here. These are various pads, and I love that I can just put them up here and reach them easily. These three sections here are all my 2x2 pads. This section here is primarily 1x2 pads. And over there in the corner, those are all, they're like 10-inch by 10-inch pads. They're the ones that go in all the Heidi houses, the cubes and everything like that. And then right here are our cage liners. As you know, we use fleece cage liners as our bedding for our cage, and they are 2 layers of fleece with 2 layers of absorbency U-Haul padding in the middle. And what it is just laying on top of is actually what you see here. These are where all our fleece cozies are. And let me just say that the liners and the cozies you see here are actually not including all the Halloween liners and cozies and all the Christmas ones, the holiday ones basically. So even though it looks like this is a lot, I actually did a huge overhaul. I'd say those huge like 40-50 gallon garbage bags, I had like 10 of those. So I've actually cut down, if you can believe it. But primarily these are these huge bin containers. I've organized the cozies into kind of a theme, and the cozies from each cage set are together in each box. So this is the girly theme. You'll find the sweets, the cupcakes, although you can say most of my cage sets are girly. These are the super girly ones. And then down there are the woodlands themed ones, so you'll find the owls there and all the woodland stuff. Up here are the toon ones, and that's where the pandas, and we've got Hello Kitty, My Little Pony. Spring and summer, as you see, is completely overflowing, but that's where you've got the mermaids, the tropical ones, the monkeys, and even the flowers. They basically all fit together in one. And up here, as you can see, it's in a smaller bin, but I didn't have any other place to put it. But I found it worked perfectly here. These are the 1x1 pads. And then up here is the Squeak Dreams. I use this as a lap and cuddle time pad. And then I just want to show you down here, this is my stool. This is a foldable stool that I use so that I could reach up there because I am short. And I will pull these other two things out. This one is a little backpack carrier that we got, and this is our vet carrier. I recently got this, and I have used it a few times when I used it to take Raina to the vet. And I will definitely do some kind of a video on this because I think it's really, really a great carrier. Love that it folds up, lots of room. So I'll show you that later. And then very quickly, this is our broom and dustpan that's staying here. This is the designated Piggy broom and dustpan. It's just for sweeping up. And we're coming to an end in our organization video. This is the last section where we have Piggy's stuff in the closet. This is a Playtime Little Critter Creations wooden tunnel that the Piggies do adore. It's got little playthings up here. And she personalized it to say Carrie's Little Piggies. So box 1, miscellaneous. I've got just exactly what it says. This, I've got different fabrics because I plan on doing a fleece video. And then this is a bag that I just have just little cardboard bits that I've collected that I can use as DIYs. And just as this says, these are our microfiber rugs because the Piggies absolutely love them. But I've got all the different colors and different styles. I've got quite a few of them. Now I separated the heart-shaped microfiber rugs from the regular rectangle ones because they're much smaller, and these are the tunnel pads. These are the ones that go inside the fleece tunnels that we have done in all the different themes. I've also got plain ones as well. And the next one is the covers box, and this is just all the different Heidi's that we have in the different styles that are for the PVC Heidi's, the Cozy Cottage and the smaller one. And last but not least, and probably the fullest box of all of them, are the Fleece Forest and Hay bags. And it's just exactly what I say. It's completely full. But these are the little Fleece Forest strips that go on that PVC Heidi. And also that used to be on the Fleece Forest when we had CNC cages, but I can use them on the Heidi as well. And all the fabric hay bags that we've got. And there you have it, one final overview of their closet. And this completes our organization tour. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you got some great ideas. I absolutely love that everything has a place for everything, and I can find anything I need very, very easily. And Kipua is happy about that too, aren't you, baby boy? Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.